Okay, so something I didn't mention in the previous video is that when I sent my list to Facebook, now inside Postradamus, it's going to show up under this sent category here. So at first it shows up in the not ready because I haven't given the posts in my list a date and a time. But once I do that, they're going to show up in this ready category. And once I send them to Facebook, they're going to show up in this sent folder. So I can go back into my sent folder, and there is my list. And I can go into my list if I like, and I can just kind of see what posts were in there. But at this point, the list has been sent, and I don't really want to do anything else to the list. I just want to kind of consider that list retired, leave it alone, and then from now on, when I add more content to my Facebook page, my Golden Doodle page, I'm going to create a new list for that. So keep that in mind. So I've gone over content, I've gone over how to create lists and manage the lists, and then I've gone over how to send those to Facebook. So let's get into some of the more advanced features. Now that you know the basics, let's talk about the scheduling functionality in Postradamus. So I've shown you can, first of all, click the pencil icon on a post, and then you can give it a date and a time manually. So I can click that, and I can use this calendar option here to go through and give it a time and a date. And this is nice. If I have a few posts in my list, I can use that, and it's pretty useful. But if I start having quite a few posts on my list, that's going to take a long time. So then we introduced this calendar view here, which again I kind of showed you already, but let's go through it again real quickly here. This allows me to, drag around posts. If I have any more in my list that haven't been scheduled yet, I can grab them from up here and then drag them down to whatever days and times I want. So this is much quicker than the manual option. However, pretend we have 150 posts up here. We don't want to have to drag them down here, I mean, if you have 150 posts, I don't know, conservative guess, let's say it's going to take you a half hour, right? I mean, I think at least a half hour to carefully choose which days and times and things like that you want each post to go up. So calendar view at that point is starting to get a little bit inefficient. So we've introduced an even more powerful option, and that is schedules. So again, to get to the schedules, you click settings and then you click schedules. And I've already got one set up here, but let's go ahead and create a new one. Demo schedule, I'll call it. And then it takes me inside the schedule editing interface. And what this allows me to do is choose which day of the week I want to manipulate. So let's start with Monday. And it says that I don't have any existing times set up for Monday. So no times exist for this day. So I can add a time right here. I can say at 9:50, or I could change this to 10:50 or 10:30, for example. I want a post to go up on Facebook on Monday at 10:30. So I would just click on Monday, and if I want it for every day, I could just say select all. So now what's going to happen is every day at 10:30 a.m. A post would be scheduled. So let's go ahead and create that. And now for existing times, it says there's one at 10:30. Now I could leave my schedule as is and not add any more times. But if I do that, that means if I have 150 posts in my list and I use this schedule called demo schedule, then it's going to schedule one every day at 10:30 a.m. So that would go for 150 days actually, which is kind of cool, but we might want more than one per day. So let's go ahead and add a few more here. Let's add one at 14:30, which is 2:30 in the afternoon, and we'll do that for every day again. Now it says it has 2 times set up for Monday. Again, if we go to the other days, it should say the same thing, and it does. But let's go back to Monday. And you might notice this box here underneath each one. Just ignore that for now. It's not really important for this video, but I'll explain what that means later. But for now, let's add one more time. Let's say 16:40. And that's going to be 4:40, I believe. Yeah, 4:40. So we'll click select all again. Again, if say I only want 2 posts on Saturday and Sunday, so I'm not going to add this third one, I could just uncheck those boxes. So every day of the week we got 3 posts at these times, except for Saturday and Sunday we should only have 2 posts, and it looks like we do. By the way, if I'm moving too fast, just pause the video, rewind, just watch it a couple times if you need to. Okay, so I've created my schedule the way I want it now. It's called demo schedule, so let's not forget that. And let's go into our list. Now generally you're not going to want to, like I said, you don't want to manipulate these sent lists, but for this video it's easiest just to go into a list that I've already got created. But for you, just don't mess with the sent list. Leave them alone, consider them retired. Only work with these not ready and these ready lists up here. Okay, so I'm going to go into my list, and now instead of going into a certain post and giving it a date and time, and instead of using this calendar view up here, I'm going to click modify list, and then I'm going to click scheduler, and then this screen pops up. Now what this screen does is you can choose what day you want your post to start going up, or to start being published. Or start being scheduled, I should say. So I'm going to choose tomorrow, which it already selected for me. Oops, there we go. And but I could choose, if I don't want these to start until next week, I could choose the 24th. Generally, you don't want to choose the same day. So I wouldn't want to choose today because, for example, right now, if it were, say, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, but I have a post in my schedule that should go up at 9 a.m. On this day, then it would not work. It would error, actually, because it would try and send a post to Facebook at the wrong, at a date that was in the past. So I generally like to start the next day when I use a schedule. And then I'm going to choose which schedule I want to use. Now you saw I previously had one called My Schedule already set up, so I could use that one, but since we didn't set that up together, I'm going to use the one that we set up, and that's called Demo Schedule. So, but this is nice because it allows you to switch between schedules. If you're wanting to use different schedules at certain for certain circumstances, this is going to allow you to do that. It's not just one schedule you can set up, it's multiple. So for this video we'll use demo schedule, and then we have some various options, but we're just going to kind of ignore these for now. I'll just click run scheduler, and so now you can see 10:30 a.m. it chose for one of the posts, and then let's see, same day at 2:30 p.m. and then same day at 4:40 p.m. and then it just keeps going. We have one on the next day at 10:30 a.m. and then 2:30 p.m. and let's see, okay, so those were Saturday, so there's only 2 on Saturday, and then there's only 1 post left to schedule out, so Sunday I only got 1. But if we had 7 posts in our list, Sunday would have gotten another post for that day. So it uses that schedule that you created, and it tries to choose the best dates and times for the posts in your list automatically. And I can run that scheduler. You know, if I don't like that this one is up first, I could go into the calendar view, and then I could manipulate these. I could say move this one over here, move this one over here, right? That sort of thing. Or there we go. So if I didn't like the order of posts that my schedule chose, I can schedule it again. And this time I can check this box here that says post randomization. And then I want to uncheck this box because I want to schedule all the posts, not just the ones that I've already scheduled, or that I haven't scheduled, I should say. And you can see it randomized the posts before it chose times and dates. Oh, I think I chose the wrong schedule. Let me see. Yeah, I did. I chose the my schedule, but I wanted to choose this one. So I just run it again. So you can see it's a very quick way to schedule all the posts in your list. Okay, so that was the schedule feature right here. If you watch the post types video that is coming up, I believe next in this series, or maybe the video after that, then it's going to show you a little bit more advanced ways to use the schedules. There's even more power to them, so be sure to watch that video as well.